Over the past decade, bidding wars have been so popular in the Toronto real estate market. Multiple buyers would be fighting for the same property and the sellers would get to pick the best offers, typically the highest price and without any financing or home inspection conditions. Traditionally, the buyers would only know how many competing offers are on the table. No other details would be disclosed. That's why it is called blind bidding. It is possible that the winning bid is significantly higher than the one who came second. It is also possible that the bids are just $1,000 apart, and if the buyer who came second knew about it, they would definitely pay more to outbid the winner. Buyers are often very emotional after a bidding war. If they won, they worry that they have overpaid the seller. If they lost, they feel frustrated and question if they should have paid more. Some people think that the blind bidding process is responsible for pushing housing prices up, and we get rid of that, prices would come down. So the government made a new rule. Effective December 1st, 2023, the Ontario government has allowed open bidding in trading real estate. The theory is that open bidding would help cool down the real estate market. Under the new law, the seller may choose to disclose some or all of the details in the offer. For example, the seller can just disclose the price but not the conditions. The seller can still choose to have blind bidding if they prefer. So it is purely a decision on the seller's end. Open bidding, how open they want to be, or blind bidding. This is a very interesting concept. During the offer negotiation process, the two parties have conflicting interests. Buyers want to buy low, sellers want to sell high. Very natural. Let's assume that open bidding is better for the buyer, which I don't think it is always true. When offers are close to each other, buyers can keep outbidding each other just to win it. That can push prices up too. But let's just assume that it is better for the buyer. The decision on open bidding actually lies within the seller. If you were the seller, would you choose something that is better for the buyer? Unless you are in a situation where you believe open bidding is actually better for you as a seller, right? Comment below and let me know your thought. The new law has been in place for more than half a year now. How many sellers actually choose open bidding? There are many new online platforms that were born out of this. You can go online, see how many offers a property has, and watch the bidding war. Very much like those car trading platforms. I tried a couple of those platforms and I was only able to find one property within the downtown Toronto area where the sellers have opted in for open bidding. In the current market, there are not that many bidding wars to begin with. Last week, my client had his eye on a townhouse in Vaughan. It was set up for a bidding war with a listing price of only $999,000. We put in a respectable offer with a fair market value of $1.15 million. It turned out that we were the only offer on the table. The buyer thought that since there's no other competition, that's the final price. Take it or leave it. I get it. The seller wanted at least $1.2 million and did not wish to sell for anything under. So no deal was made. The seller will continue to wait. In the end, the final price will be dictated by the supply and demand on the market. Open or blind bidding does not play that much of a role. There was one story in the Toronto Star where a couple was struggling for months to sell their atypical condo. They were desperate and decided to give open bidding a shot. They sold it in just over a week with a price that's only a few $1,000s below the expectation. This could be luck, could be coincidence, or open bidding actually works. The property couldn't sell without open bidding, but the open bidding system sold it with a price that the seller was happy with. If anything, this is an example of how open bidding can drive up real estate prices. That was a comment from a reader of the article. Do you think open bidding is good or bad for housing prices? I would say it does not matter. The bidding process, open or blind, plays a minimal role in determining housing prices. It may skew the end price a little bit, one way or the other in a particular transaction, but in the end, housing prices are going to be determined by market supply and demand. The process is just a process used for negotiation. Economic 101. The price of a thing is determined by the supply and demand of the thing. So I don't think this new bidding rule is going to change much in the real estate market at all.